ready to sing for you. Gorgeous. Their songs are haunting and melodic. Wouldn't it be great if the Will songs were really just like, I hate my mom. She makes me clean my room.
We need more emo whale songs.
That's what they are. The whale songs are just them like emo, like laments.
Beware and warning, everyone. Welcome to Choose Your Own Book Club. This is a podcast about the Choose Your Own Adventure books. We're going through all 184 books. We didn't know that there were that many when we started this podcast.
I didn't know that. It was sprung upon me. I thought there was going to be like 10. I was like, no.
We're making great progress. We're up to 6.
Yeah.
It's like halfway there.
I'm not good at math.
You're a librarian. You don't have to be.
Exactly.
So yeah, we are at book number 6. Your code name is Jonah, also called Spy Trap. Mm-hmm. So this is by Edward Packard. We didn't introduce ourselves. So my name is Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name is Abby. I'm also a librarian.
And how have you been, Abby?
That's my whale song. Decode it, bro. I'm fine. You?
All right. I'm okay.
Doing good?
I'm tired.
I'm tired too.
Was up all night reading this book.
Yeah.
I couldn't put it down.
Couldn't put it down. It's a page turner, and then page turn back, and then turn. Oh no. Cut that one out. Anyway.
Now it has to stay in.
It has to stay in because I realized how dumb it was. Then
none of our jokes are good.
The self-realization is what makes it good. When you're like, ooh.
As long as you explain that your joke is bad, then it's okay.
Yeah. Then it makes it better.
So this one is Your Code Name is Jonah. This is by Edward Packard, written in 1980. So we never really talked about Edward Packard. So he came up with the idea in like the 1970s. So he thought of the idea because he used to tell stories to his 3 kiddos. I think 2 girls and a boy, I think if I remember correctly. And so he used to like tell stories off the dome. And he would kind of like run into blank walls and like his kids would come up with different ideas on how the story should progress.
Oh, that's cute.
So his kids would like basically like yes and like do improv games with him apparently. Do some zip zap zop. And
his kids were really into aliens, and so they're like, and then an alien comes.
Probably.
At least one of them was super into aliens.
So he came up with the idea in the 1970s. He wrote a first book before the series called Sugarcane Island. I think he wrote a couple others before that. R.A. Montgomery was the publisher.
Oh.
His original publisher, I believe.
Gotcha.
And so then they went together and they took it to Bantam Books in the late 1970s. And they came up with Choose Your Own Adventure until like the late 90s when people are like, these video games, these right? Video games kind of are destroying these books.
They're like, books aren't toys.
So yeah, that kind of puts the final nail into the Choose Your Own Adventure books. But I mean, it's the 4th best-selling kids book series of all time. They sold over 250 million copies of all the books.
And we're just picking them apart. Just eviscerating them. No, we're not. We're
lovingly critiquing.
Yeah, we're like, when you go over to your parents' house and your mom's like, oh, you look tired. Are you getting enough sleep? Do you need some? Do you need some melatonin to help you sleep?
Or like tries to pack you meals. So like, oh, you should take this with you, please.
Yeah, or like clips out articles that she sees in the newspaper then about like sleep studies and stuff.
Or like job opportunities.
Yeah.
Oh, they just opened this place up. Maybe you should think of applying. You should call them up and apply.
Right.
Because
like,
that's how you do that, right?
Yeah, you like bring them your resume and then go there and talk to the people.
Yeah, they appreciate the moxie.
It's done lovingly.
Right. So yeah, we are the moms to this book series. I like to think of ourselves.
Yeah. Anyway.
So that's the history of the series and Edward Packard in a nutshell. This is his third book, technically, in the series. So let's just get to first impressions. What'd you think of this one? Anytime.
The thing that I think about this one is I don't like it.
Okay.
The ones that are really unhinged and have like all of the bizarre endings and the weird stuff thrown in sometimes like seem like maybe they're the most chaotic and the like less great to read when you're in them because they don't have an actual through line. But in some ways those ones are better because you're not missing any of the story.
Right.
When there's ones like this, your code name is Jonah, and even the last one that we read,
Mystery Chimney Rock.
Yeah, it's like there is an actual mystery, or there is a piece of information that you need to find, and if you don't read it one specific way, you'd never find that information.
Right.
And it can be really, really annoying then, because there's a very, very important piece in here that I never got to, which is where the whales go. Where they go.
Where go?
Where go, whale? And I don't know. I don't know where whale go, but at one of the endings that I reach, it's like, whales go cavern okay. Yay go you. And I'm like, wait, what? What cavern? I don't understand. How did I know about this cavern? What happened with cavern? And then I feel like, what? Did I skip a page or something? And then you feel kind of dumb.
Right. I think in this one it is a little hard to really figure out what's going on. I think it's like only like one or two endings where you truly get to like the ending.
Yeah.
Because often it just like you either die in this one or it's just kind of resolved for you and you're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And also I just care so little about cars. Like car stuff is like just so low on the list of things that I care about. And just every like storyline is like, you jump into this kind of car. And I'm like, ugh. I don't care. Is it a black car? Okay. Is it a red car? Cool. Is it a truck? That's all I care about. Is it a taxi? Great. You don't need to tell me like the brand of the taxi. It was so.
Well, that's, I think, part of
I get it.
appeal.
The spy nature.
It was trying to be spy. It was trying to be very James Bondy, because the weapon that he uses is a PPK.
Right, but it's more like
is...
Jarms Blarnd.
That was the original name.
Your name is Jarms Blarnd. Is the actual
You could have easily gone for James Bland, but you went for Jarms Blarnd.
Jarms Blarnd is...
He sounds Scottish.
Okay. Jarms Blarnd.
Jarms Blarnd.
Jarms Blarnd is what
I guess it's more Irish, but...
Yeah.
Well, how about let's get into our favorite segment, Choose Your Own Summary. So, you got into the book a little bit. That's okay. I won't dock your points. You are getting graded.
What?
Every time you get graded. I don't know. I don't
is
know
it a cumulative grade or is it like...
Yes, but it is on a curve at the end.
Okay.
So you're going to summarize this book in 60 seconds.
All right.
But I'm going to give you 2 options on how you get to summarize the book. So option 1 is you have to sing your summary in the spirit of Weezer, or I have a Nerf gun and you have to do some like target shooting while you're doing your summary.
I think I'll. Oh, will we get in trouble with Weezer? No, it's
No, it's
fair.
parody.
It's parody. What's that called? Fair use.
Fair use, yes.
It's fair use. I could do it.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. And start.
Your code name is Jonah. You're a spy who doesn't know anything about whales. You go into this office, and a guy with a potato chin tells you, you gotta go to Boston or go to this guy's house and talk to him about this whale song. And sometimes you go.
30 seconds.
I don't remember what happens after that. Sometimes you go to this place and there's the whales, and sometimes there's not. And sometimes you go into a car race. I don't remember anything else, but there's a lady and there's guys with guns and there's cars and a chase and whales. That's it.
That's fine.
That's literally it. That's what I'm saying. This book is, I don't know where the whales go. To be honest, I never got to that part.
Okay. Yeah, it was hard to get to. Well, anyway, first of all, let's
set it up.
Let's get into the first part. So yeah, you are a secret agent.
Not a child for once.
Well, on the cover of the re-release, you're a child, but the pictures are the same. So yeah, you are definitely a man. And so yeah, you are part of the Special Intelligence Group. And your leader is Obart, and
that's the guy who has the sweet potato chin that I was talking about.
Basically, I say a big old sweet potato for a chin.
It does look like that on the cover art. Google it.
And so yeah, you're a spy, obviously, and he sits you down.
Yep, he hands you this letter, and the letter basically says, like, hey, President Guy, we found this extra secret new whale song.
So, well, yeah, so you get a letter. So the letter is from Dumont. And,
Claude Dumont.
Claude Dumont. And so he is
whale researcher,
marine biologist. And so he wrote to the President of the United States.
Which, of course, all whale researchers do when they have fancy whale research news.
So, yeah. So Dumont writes to the president, Mr. President, there's a new whale song.
And the president is like, oh my God.
Dumont's like, hey, did you hear new whale song's about to drop? We gotta be there for it. Get some remixes in there.
And then what happens? Dumont goes missing.
Dumont goes missing, yes. So
because of the whale song.
Because there's a new whale song.
Which is crazy.
It is. It's so weird. It's so weird of a concept. Because throughout the novel, there's kidnapping, there's chases, there's guns in this one. Unlike some of the other ones, there's
it's because whales made a new noise.
It's because whales are making noise that no one's heard before. And so it's just such a wacky premise to start with.
Yeah. And, like, imagine that. Like, it's like, my dog made a new sound. And it's like, okay, several different international governments are involved trying to get the tape of this sound that my dog made.
Right.
That's what it's equivalent to, essentially.
So from there, you're trying to find Dumont, trying to find the whale song tapes, trying to decipher what the new whale song is trying to say.
And where the whales go.
And where the whales go.
Apparently the whales disappear for, like, a longer amount of time than they can hold their breath for.
Oh, that's right, yes. So, based on what pages you do, your mission kind of changes a little bit. Because either you're focusing on finding Dumont, or you're focusing on trying to find whales or whatever.
Yeah.
What I found interesting in this one was most of your choices, at least in the previous books, are you can either go left or you can go right, or you can go up, you can go down, you can run, you can or you can try to fight. In this one, it was you make a choice, and then it was you can keep doing this choice, or you can completely do like a 180 and do something completely separate.
Yeah, I kept being like, oh, you can go visit this doctor who might know about the whale songs, or you can go to the research center. That was like kind of the first thing. And I was like, well, I'm going to go to this guy and ask him about it. And then you are there and you get a call from some totally different person, and they're like, hey, this other guy's in the hospital.
Right.
You should go check it out. And it's like, what? Why do I care
So there's
about
another
him?
spy. There was another spy in the hospital, so you can either
It's like a British
completely
spy.
backtrack.
Yeah.
And
do a totally different thing. Go find this spy. Listen to the whale song, or like leave and go try to find the guy somewhere else.
So yeah, there was another part where you're trying to talk to this doctor, and the doctor says, "Oh, you can." The doctor recommends you talk to this other doctor, so you can either wait for this other doctor, or you can go back to Washington immediately, and because they find another letter all of a sudden. So the choices really vary so much in this book.
And
I
you're
think,
flying on the eastern seaboard between like Boston and Washington, and
I think so.
That's so wasteful. And so bad for the environment. Do you care about the whales? You should not be flying between Boston and Washington.
I mean, planes are the whales of the sky. So. If you think about it.
True.
So let's get to first run-throughs. Do you remember what yours was?
Kinda. Okay. So, I'm in the office with Potato Chin, and he's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to the Dr. Hans? Dr. Hans Klein? He could be a key man in the case. Or do you want to go for the Center of Marine Studies? And I was like, I'm going to go talk to the doctor guy. He seems like a cool dude. So I go and talk to the doctor. From there, I'm going to go and try to track down this Anton Rudnitska, who's a KGB agent.
Yeah, that was following
Dumont. Like, seems like kind of a shady character. I'm going to go and follow that guy. And then I'm waiting at the airport, and this, like, shady car pulls up to me. And they're like, oh, hi, Jonah. Wink. I'm in Halifax, and they're like, wink. I'm like, oh, maybe they know who I am. And then I'm like, wait a second. The person who's in this car looks weird. Look at their
looks
hats.
super shady.
They look so creepy. I'm like, I don't know. I'm feeling a little weird about this, so I'm not getting in that car. I don't know these people. So I decide, instead of getting in the car, I'm gonna hang back. I'm gonna ask some questions to this lady.
Which is very unlike you, because it seems like you usually try to do like the adventurous.
Yeah, I
route
like
right away.
jumping in stuff. But that guy looked a little creepy with his creepy face. And so I was like, And so I stepped back a little bit, and I noticed, oh no, there's some creepy guys with creepy raincoats coming. So I'm like, I jump into a different cab. Okay, that's actually real fun. So then we're going, that other car starts chasing us. I'm in a good old car chase. This is exciting. So my taxi driver is like, this is fun. I love trying to do car chases. And I was like, awesome. So he's going. I'm like, can you try to shake the car behind us? And the taxi driver's like, yeah. So my taxi driver, who apparently loves this, is like trying to shake that car. And he's like, uh-oh. If we can cross this road where this light is already turning yellow, we're going to be fine. But then the car in front of us starts braking. And so I have to decide, are we going to gun it and try to get through the light, or are we going to brake? And I'm like, ugh. Car in front of us is like braking already. So I'm like, ugh. So I decided to brake because I don't want to die, because there's a bunch of traffic. And then when we brake, we're fine. And the car behind us goes over the cliff.
But how?
It just swerves and careens off of this cliff. I don't know how. I didn't realize there was a cliff there in the first place, but there is. And that car like goes down into a ravine and explodes, which is not.
Kids book!
Kids book. So I rent a car. I drive out to the place where I think they have Dumont. Okay. So I go there and I can either like use my grappling hook to go up into the attic, or I can try to like go to the door and be like, hey, I work here. Let me in. So I feel like they probably know all the guys who work
first of all,
here.
would you have like a fake mustache?
Yeah, for sure. If I had gone in and bluffed my way in, I would have used a really dumb accent and a mustache. But I thought the grappling hook idea sounded cool. So I did the grappling hook idea. I go up with the grappling hook into the attic, and I overhear their plan about how they're going to take some raft out into the water. And I go out and I intersect with the boat, and I steal the tape, and eventually my boat runs into a submarine, and then my boat blows up, and then a whale pushes me onto shore.
Huh.
That's my story.
So did you actually like achieve the mission, or?
I got the tape,
But you didn't get Dumont?
but I didn't get Dumont.
Okay. Well, there's different ways, like I said, there's different ways to kind of win this one, because there's different missions to kind of achieve
I got
through
the
one
tape.
big goal.
I didn't get the guy. I don't know anything about the whales, but at least I got the tape.
Well, we can talk a little bit about what the whales are doing in a little bit, but my first run through was I go to the Center for Marine Studies, and then I'm talking to one of the doctors about just what's going on about Dumont, and then all of a sudden you get a call from Washington. So you can keep talking to doctors, or you can go to Washington right away. So I'm like, I'm just going to go to Washington, because again, I try to take the cowardly path, just because that's what I would normally do. That's kind of my thing.
I gotta go talk to my boss.
So this one, you kind of couldn't like sit on the sidelines. You kind of had to make like assertive choices throughout, which I didn't care for.
Yeah, you couldn't just be like, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for something to happen. You always had to choose to do something. I was thinking of you the entire time. I was like, oh, no. Oh, Peter.
So I go to the White House. So Dumont has an extra letter that the president just found, but it's missing. You can either go onto this whaling boat and look for whales, or you can try to find the missing letter. Which again kind of goes back to my point of like, you can make a choice to keep doing your thing, or you can do something completely opposite. Mm-hmm. Which is like, it's like if you're making a sandwich, like, well, you can put.
I'm gonna make soup.
Well, not even that. It's like, so you're making your sandwich. You can either put peanut butter on it, or you can
throw away the sandwich and leave your house.
And leave your house and just start
and go
on
to
fire.
Boston.
Go to Boston. So I look for the letter. You have to interview different people, like the president's secretary and someone else. You have to interview like who maybe stole this letter, because only certain people had access to this letter. You find out through the interviews that it was just one person. So I like that he tried to kind of make it like that's an interrogation scene. I thought that was kind of interesting device. It doesn't really pay off because there's only so many choices you can make. So you find out that the letter was in possession by McKim, the person that you originally talked to. So then you find out that what the letter says. So the letter says, I have discovered the new whale song is a signal telling where the whales disappear to. An enormous underwater cavern under Deception Island off the east coast of Greenland. So that's where the whales are going. Ooh. So it's kind of like this underwater grotto that's kind of like a super secret, boys only.
Like Ariel's grotto where she keeps all of her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All of her
trinkets.
What is it?
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
Right, but what is it? Dinglehopper. Dinglehoppers. There we go. Thank you. I was going to say Oppenheimers, but that's not
It's Barbenheimers.
Barbenheimers.
I'm sure she does have Barbies down there.
So you find out about the second letter, and that McKim was keeping it from the president. And McKim was like, hey, I'm keeping this letter safe because I want the whales to be safe. So don't tell the president. So you can decide to tell the president or you can keep it to yourself. So if you tell the president, McKim, the guy who stole the letter, he's like, good job. This whole thing was a test. All the whales are safe. And if you decide to be like, hey, I want to save the whales. I believe in your mission, Mr. McKim. And we're not going to tell the president. You are fired. You're fired from the secret agency because they're like, hey, you can't be a spy. Because even though you can keep secrets, you can't keep certain secrets. So.
Huh.
That was a couple of the endings was just, the book just kind of resolves around you.
Yeah.
Because both Russia and the Americans are looking for this grotto. And it's never really explained why. I think because this is like a super secret, cool place.
Oh, one time I got to an ending where it told me that the grotto had no strategic importance.
So why?
And I had no idea about the cavern underwater whatsoever. Mm-hmm. Actually, like, it was after one of my, like, run-throughs where I had, like, intersected the sub and all this stuff and saved the Dumont guy, actually. Instead of, like, going off to save the sub, I stayed and saved Dumont. And I saved Dumont. I got him fine. The FBI and police come and stuff. And then the president's like, nice work. I just got off the phone with Russia. They said they're cool with the cavern, too, and there's no strategic importance to it. So we're fine with the whales being there. They're fine with the whales being there. And this was all a little goof. This was real silly of all of us. This was actually so... this was so cute. This was a cute little almost war. Cute little spy game.
But hey, whales, right?
I hope we didn't hurt any whales while we were doing this.
Oopsies. So yeah, a lot of times either you die or just the book just kind of resolves around you. Like Russia and the United States is kind of figured out. Which, I don't know, I think it's keeping with spy novels of the time.
Yeah.
Like Spy Who Came In From the Cold or Casino Royale. The kind of the key takeaway is that, you know, spies are just kind of used as pawns and are disposable. I don't know, like, if you're a kid, I don't know if you kind of understand maybe some of the subtleties or really any of, like, the subtext or anything of what's going on.
No, I think, yeah, he was definitely trying to make, like, that spy story accessible for a kid. Because I'm sure kids obviously like that kind of James Bondy kind of thing, and we're like, ooh, I want to know that same kind of story that my adults are into.
Right.
But because kids love being able to watch and listen to and look at the same kind of media that their grown-ups are enjoying. But yeah, no. This one is not it, fam.
Well, there was a fun part. It was fun trying to break Dumont out of the house. Did you get to that part, or?
I did, but like I said, what I did was just wait at the end of the hall, which was not very characteristic of me. Usually I would, like, blaze in there, but I was like, ooh, I'm gonna hang out here for a second. And then when they go downstairs with Dumont, he's alone for a minute, and I call the cops, and they come.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I found out that the grotto was just like a little oopsie-daisy, not actually important for anyone.
Well, I also found out, kind of to your point, there's a female doctor that you can talk to.
Yeah, Dr.
Carini. And she's kind of like a femme fatale a little bit.
Yeah, she's a hottie. Girl.
Keeping with the Bond theme a little bit.
And she's Italian, so I imagined her sounding like Mario.
I didn't think that. Oh, but
it's me, Dr. Carini. Okie dokie.
Let's go. I think she does drive a car.
She does. It's a go-kart.
So she's like, I'm gonna win.
She eats a lot of mushrooms that make her taller.
She throws turtle shells at. But anyway,
Her favorite song goes.
So anyway, to your point of like, oh, this whole grotto thing doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. Carini is kind of an expert on whales. She's also a double agent working for the KGB.
She's the double agent?
Yes. She's one of several. There's several double agents.
She has 2 I's in her name.
Oh, because she's Double I.
Yes.
Is her code name. Because at the beginning you're like, oh, watch out for Double I. And yeah, she does have 2 I's in her name. That's why she's Double I. I didn't even think of that. Good job. You solved my puzzle. But again, she's an expert on whales. Mm-hmm. And she even says, oh, whale songs are kind of just like bird songs. Mm-hmm. They don't really necessarily mean anything. They just kind of just do it. So
she's the one who references how they are communicating with aliens, though. For real. Do you not remember that?
I don't.
Yeah. So you're talking to her, and she says, suppose all powerful beings from outer space are... Hold on. Suppose all powerful beings from outer space are plundering the Earth and killing off most of the human population. Sorry. They enter our atmosphere in spaceships that travel at the speed of light. We don't know the aliens' language, so we can only broadcast a message in our own language and hope they understand it. What would you say? And then you say, I would have to give that some thought. And she says, of course, the whales have been giving it a lot of thought. But right now, we must save Dr. Dumont. And so, I mean, she's talking about like them and us, like us, them being the aliens. And
she's using that as a metaphor.
Yes.
But still, she's still brought up aliens.
Exactly.
So it's odd.
I know. I'm like, wait, are you telling me that there's really aliens trying to communicate with the whales? I would believe it in an Edward Packard book that whales and aliens would be communicating with each other.
That seems more like an R.A. Montgomery thing.
It does seem like an R.A. Montgomery thing. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for like aliens to come down and suck the whales up out of the water, and that's where they disappear
and then they would talk to you and turn you into a light creature.
Mm-hmm. And then the whales are like, bye. I'm going to the moon.
That's your whale voice?
Sure, I think that's what they would sound like. I think it would be funny. See ya.
I don't like it.
I'm ready to sing for you. Gorgeous. Their songs are haunting and melodic. Wouldn't it be great if the whale songs were really just like, I hate my mom. She makes me clean my room.
We need more emo whale songs.
That's what they are. The whale songs are just them like emo, like laments.
Before we wrap up, I did like trying to break Dumont out of the house.
How you broke him out.
Well, there's different like ways you can go in through the front. You can go through the back. Like you said, you can try to use a grappling hook to go up to the top. Sometimes you die breaking them out. Sometimes you break them out and you get captured. So I thought that was a lot of fun. I wish that he would have focused a little bit more on that and kind of like steered us towards that a little bit quicker. Because I like that Mystery of Chimney Rock was kind of just so narrowly focused and a little bit of a simpler of a story. Mm-hmm. I think that's why we both liked it, because it was just, there's only a handful of characters. You get into the house right away. Just spooky stuff happens. And it's all just kind of within one small setting. And so I liked that part of this book. Just get into that small house. Mm-hmm. How are you going to get in? How are you going to get him out? Are you going to get captured? Someone spots you. Do you try to escape or not? So I wish the book would have focused more on that instead of just, do you want to try to find a missing letter? Yeah. You know?
Right. Are you ready to talk about our favorite deaths?
Yes.
I have a real fun favorite death. So when I was doing my first read through, mm-hmm. And I get to the point where I meet the submarine in the water after I have like captured these 3 Russian spy people. Okay. And the submarine, after I like flee, like I blast away from the submarine with my boat, the submarine blows up my boat. And yes. I am in the water, mm-hmm. and I have 3 choices. I can swim with the current. I can swim straight towards the shore, or I can swim kind of against the current.
Right, and there's like a map. And why are you showing the camera? There's no, like...
I'm showing you so you can.
But it looks like you're showing the audience, like they can't see.
Yeah, you guys look. Okay, good job.
So yeah, I really like this part because we haven't seen anything like this before.
No.
Where there's a map and like it shows you the different.
And I like it
go.
because as a kid reading this too, you have to really think it out. Because it tells you like, okay, if you swim with the current, like, yes, then you're not going to get as tired, but you could overshoot the end point of landing and then like get washed out to sea. If you swim against the current, though, you could get really tired, obviously. If you swim straight towards the shore, you know, like you're not going to be having the benefit of having the current help you. So you kind of have to decide.
So I like that he was kind of playing with the format and realizing that also you needed a picture there to kind of like visualize this.
And this one was really fun, I thought. Like, this was actually one of the most fun, like, choose your own adventure kind of things that you could do. Because it's kind of giving these, like, readers a little science that they have to try to figure out. Okay, like, you're not just picking kind of just randomly. You're actually having to think, like, okay, what would actually be the easiest option for me to survive here?
The solutions are random, but the idea, the principle is a little...
The solutions are nuts! Okay, so if you choose to swim straight towards the shore, whoop, whoop, you hear eerie, beautiful sounds.
So beautiful.
So, my mom makes me clean my room. You're numb with cold. You're struggling through the waves. There's the new whale song. It gives you a surge of energy throughout your body, coupled with an overwhelming urge to live. And
this is my favorite one too, because it's like it inspires you. Yes.
Like you stroke furiously and you're standing on the shore, and a moment later, looking out over the misty sea, you see a spout of water, and then another further away, and you hold up your hand in salute. Do the whales know that their song gave you the strength to make it to shore?
I like to think it was like, it's the eye of the tiger.
No! Oh no, they're singing, "Don't Stop Me Now." So there's that option.
Just a small town girl.
We should start our own whale song band. So that was one option. Like the whales like sing and give you the strength to go on if you go straight toward the shore. If you like swim kind of against the current, you make it to the shore. That's what I did the first time.
Which is odd because the island seems pretty small. So you would think like if you went with the current, you would overshoot the island.
No, you go there. No, if you
swim against the current, it
yeah, if you swim against the current, away from the point of land, you die.
Yes, but if you go with the current, you
make it.
You make it. But
fine.
Like a whale saves you. Like
it like you're kind of going too far, and then a whale like kicks you back with its tail.
I think that's also one of the endings where it like you survive via whale.
Yeah.
And then you want to like spend the rest of life like becoming a marine biologist.
Yeah, and that's like the first ending that I had where the whale saved me. And I was like, what? You're like, oh no, I'm swimming and I'm like going too fast and there's no hope. A gray shark is heading towards me. Oh, it's not a shark, it's a whale. And it saves you. You get flipped into the shore. And I'm like, oh, okay.
But I like to think of like this 30-year-old man who spent his life being a spy is now going to become a marine biologist.
Yeah.
Like, you probably need a doctorate for that. So that's at least like a decade of school.
Not in the 80s, baby. In the 80s, you could do whatever you want.
I guess.
So yeah, if you swim against the current, then you just get too tired and you feel your strength ebbing and you just give up and you go beneath the waves and die. Womp womp. The whales don't want to save you that time.
They don't inspire you.
They're like, oh, no, you picked the wrong choice. You die. That one was fun. I was like, wow, whales, you saved me the other 2 times? Not that one? Okay, fine. I tried to save your song? Fine. You won't save me? Okay. I also got shot a lot of times by, like, Russians or, like, double agents or just different people.
Okay, so, well, you took mine. My favorite ending was, like, getting inspired by the whale songs. My other favorite ending was you get kidnapped by Russian agents. And you are interrogated by Ivan Ivenko. And he calls himself Double I too, which
Makes
I don't know
sense.
why, because he does have Ivan Ivenko, that's 2 eyes. So I don't know if sometimes the continuity between choices varies. Sometimes it carries over, sometimes it doesn't. So I think this is one of those instances where it doesn't carry over.
No.
Anyway, so you're interrogated by Ivan Ivenko, and they basically want to know all the information about what you have about the whales. So you can lie or you can tell the truth. And then if you lie, he instantly knows and he kills you. If you tell the truth, you can kind of keep going with this interrogation. So yeah, I genuinely thought that was just kind of an interesting approach. I thought it played really well into the spy motif. When you're being interrogated by Ivan, he wants to know what your code name is. If you tell him your code name, you can keep going. And then he wants to know what the whale song means. Because, I don't know. Because...
See, if I was Jonah at that point, I would make a joke about his mom. And then he would have shot me.
So you have to decipher what the whale song means, or you have to tell him what the whale song means. But
they're calling your mom. They wanted to join them. That would have been the better one.
But anyway, your character doesn't know what the whale song means, so you have to guess between 2 options. So you guess between warning, keep away from ships, or follow me to our secret place. So if you guess follow me to our secret place, you find out that, yes, part of the whale song does mean follow, but they don't know what the second part is.
It means follow me to your mom's house.
You're just hung up on this now.
Yeah, I want to just I want to rip on Ivan.
So then they let you go so that you can try to figure out what the second part means. And then
You're like, I'll be right back. Never comes back.
So then basically, you phone the chief, Obart. You phone him, you tell him what's going on.
Yeah.
They capture Ivan and his spies.
Duh.
But then basically you are looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life.
Okay.
So that one wasn't necessarily funny or interesting, but I thought I liked the interrogation part.
It would have been more funny with the mom jokes, for sure.
I just liked that interrogation scene was really cool for the spy motif.
Definitely, yeah.
That was Your Codename is Jonah. I think overall, this one could have used some work. This one could have used some editing, but there are parts I liked. You not so much, it seems?
Yes. Not so much.
All right.
It was a little boring for me. I'm not as into spy stuff.
You're right.
Because I like jokes. I like aliens. I like that. I don't like cars.
Sure. That's fair.
It would have been cool if Dr. Carini had been like, I have a secret, and you take her over to the bay. This is my alternate ending.
Choose your own ending.
She's like, okay, my secret is that I'm actually a whale. Vloop! She takes her human skin off. She dives into the water. She leads the whales, and she's actually Gladys, the orca. And they all come, and they sink the submarine.
There is a Russian sub.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that didn't make it in.
I don't either.
She should have been a whale in disguise.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes just as much sense for her to be like a double agent.
As to be a whale.
As to be a whale in disguise.
A whale in a lady's skin, like a selkie.
Mm-hmm.
If you rearrange the letters of her name, it spells beluga, actually. In a different language.
So the next one will be book number 7.
Book the 7th.
And that is Third Planet from Altair.
Cool.
Or it's called Message from Space.
Nice.
Or it's called
What?
Exploration Infinity.
Why?
Because I think, well, here's what happened. The first 10 or so were not really popular. And so it didn't really get popular until like the mid-'80s.
Okay.
For whatever reason. So I think they went back and they re-released all these under like better titles.
Because that's when we were born.
Right.
And they're like...
We got to appeal to these kids that are babies now, but we'll do a podcast about it when they're way too old to be talking about these books. I like your whale song. Very nice.
All of my expressions are whale songs, I've just realized. Oh.
Oh?
Oh.
Love it. All right. Well, that was Choose Your Own Book Club. Thanks for listening to everybody. Make sure that you leave a positive review. It just helps the show grow a little bit. Make sure that you subscribe because we kind of release these as soon as we're done editing. And I'm busy. You're busy.
Yeah.
And so sometimes editing takes a little bit longer. So just make sure you subscribe so you can stay on top of recent episodes. And then also we're going to have merch pretty soon. I think I promised merch last time, but we're going to have shirts out probably by next episode. I just have to research a site on who to do shirts with. But we'll have our really cool logo on there so you can help us out a little bit. Well, thanks for listening today, everybody. I'm Peter. I'm a librarian.
I'm Abby. I'm also a librarian.
This is Choose Your Own Book Club. Thanks for listening, everybody. And...
Okie dokie.
Oh.
We have too many catchphrases now.
Nope, we don't have enough catchphrases.
Oh, no. We need 80 catchphrases.